But we'll begin tonight with the wages dispute that's become a southern suburb spectacle. This afternoon, a 52-year-old chef chained himself to the Artel café at McLaren Vale, saying he wouldn't leave till his employer paid him the money he says he's owed. We'll talk to him shortly, but first, Patrick Major looks at the business's long history of disputes with workers.
It's not fair if he can continue trading and still not be paying people, paying small businesses, paying suppliers. It's not very fair.
First job, didn't really get paid.
We first met cafe owner Brad Redman in 2015.
Everyone thought maybe someone else has bought the business because he's got obviously no money to keep going with it. And then it wasn't until I went into my next shift that he told me it was his wife.
The McLaren Vale businessman had a history of failing to pay staff and suppliers. But when the Artel went bust in July that year, it immediately resurfaced and continued trading.
All of a sudden, that company is in bankruptcy, and then we've got this new company that pops up the very next day with his wife, again, as the sole director of a company.
Kate Redman was able to reboot the business free of her husband's huge debts, despite the fact he was still calling the shots.
He does everything for that business, besides the emails have Kate's names on everything.
He plays the role of the boss, yeah.
Staff and their families were amazed at the audacity.
I firmly believe that it was a calculated liquidation. He knew when it was going to happen.
Over the years, numerous employees have been left thousands of dollars out of pocket.
He's got money, he's got brand new cars, brand new things, but he can't pay any of us.
So how much do you think you're owed now?
At least 7 to 8 weeks' wage altogether.
We tried to confront him again in 2016. Following reports, he was back to his old tricks.
Brad, can you come and talk to us, please?
I started messaging him constantly every day saying, where's my money? And then my housemate did the same to help me out. And the next time I came back into work, I was given termination papers or an ultimatum, basically, leave or be fired.
Brad had a habit of writing bad cheques and refusing to honour entitlements when staff inevitably quit.
He pretty much laughed in our face and said it's all been emailed, and good luck, girls.
2 years on, it appears little has changed. And it was only a matter of time before workers felt compelled to take drastic action.
Well, father of 4, Tim Godden, has worked at the Artel for close to 2 months. He took the extreme step of chaining himself to the cafe's front fence as a last-ditch effort to make the owner pay him his wages. I spoke with him earlier. Tim, thanks for your time. You've chained yourself to their front fence till you paid what you are owed. What's forced you to take such drastic action?
Well, it's been going on since Christmas time. My family has gone without things. He's done it to other staff members. I've just had enough, and I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone else that has been here and worked and has lost out. I was warned about him on a couple of occasions, even by other staff members. I took benefit of the doubt. Even my employment agency told me I could walk out when I would like. But no, I took the benefit of the doubt, give him a go, but no. Everyone was right and I was wrong, unfortunately.
How long do you plan to stay chained up there?
As long as it takes, and I've been told that the police are on their way, so we'll see what happens.
This cafe has a history of underpaying its staff, as you know, so you could be there for a while.
That's fine. I can stay here all night. I'm fine.
I know you're a battler. Tell us how much you're owed and how tough it's been to make ends meet.
About $900. Very, very tough. Christmas was a nightmare. I had to beg from family, friends and that just to help with Christmas presents. I've got a really good friend. She's been coming around every day bringing us food, milk, whatever we need for the kids, nappies. It's been pretty bad for the last 4 weeks.
Tim, do you think your protest will scare away customers?
I hope it doesn't scare away customers because, believe me, it's a nice restaurant. The food is fantastic. Unfortunately, it's managed poorly.
And as I understand it, you claim you're not the only staff member owed money right now.
Oh, I've heard about, I know one lady that lives in Mount Compass that has told me about the wages situation. Also, other staff members here. I've had an apprentice chef walk out because he's not being paid. So it's just excuse after excuse after excuse. He's either in hospital, His wife's going to go and put it in the bank. Never happened. He sent a cheque out to me on Tuesday. There's no cheque. There's nothing at all.
Today Tonight exposed this business years ago, and yet staff continue to claim that they've been shortchanged. Should the government or the ACCC step up and shut them down?
Somebody's got to come in and do something about it. Somebody really has to come in. It's not just me. It's the families. It's the kids. It's everybody's getting hurt by it. Everybody.
Hopefully your protest will make the authorities finally take notice. Tim, thanks for your time. You picked a hellish hot day to do it, mate.
Mate, I'm a chef. I'm used to the heat, so I'll stay here all day. It doesn't bother me. And thank you very much, Paul.
And shortly after our interview, the police arrived, but they said they were happy for Tim to continue his protest as long as he didn't cause any trouble. A cafe staff member then came out and gave him a cheque for half the amount he says he's owed. But Tim says he's had cheques bounced before and will hold out for the full amount. The owner of the Artel has denied underpaying his employees.